That's right. That's right. This is this if you want this.
Is
If you
it
want this, this is just
really
it. I don't need it. I can throw it
such a
away.
Harry Potter fan? I want my tickets now.
Oh, perfect. Oh, make him call and just. Okay, it's 6:31, so I'll call the meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Kelly, can you call roll, please?
Here.
Present. On to public comments on agenda items. Mr. Olinger.
We would like to put our new resident
Hi, Emily Marco, 43 Clairview Drive, Scott Township. I just had some notes on some of the agenda items. Don't need to respond now, but as you're talking through them, I'd like some clarification. On the D personnel 7.5 approval of construction council, if there could be some further explanation as to what that means and how that impacts the school district. On human resources 8.3, the resolution authorizing the retention of counsel. I think I maybe know what that's about, but if you can maybe explain it so we all understand what that is about, and again, your interest in how that impacts the school district. And on budget and finance, 8.4, construction payment report for October 8th. It looks like obviously a lot of the work has been done for the field, the stadium, and a lot of the invoices have processed through. So it would be great if you could share some of the information on where our funds, like the balance of our funds, both the bond and the general fund, where they lie, how much is remaining in the accounts, since it looks like a lot of the work has been invoiced and paid for.
Not comfortable with it. I don't know what it is.
Okay, let's pull the board. Who would like Mrs. Marco ability to put a microphone?
Public forum. You can't restrict. This should be recorded. Public forum.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it.
We're gonna call you
Please,
out of order.
quiet.
You're better than
Quiet.
You're out of order. You're speaking for us. So, do you unaware that this is sitting? I don't care that you use it. I need to know. You can sit it right up front.
I asked the people who were here.
Okay, well,
That's not my problem.
show up on time.
You did not speak up.
Okay.
Well, if the grown adults sitting at the table could actually use the microphones correctly, we can't even hear you.
Okay, thank you.
We would like the microphone removed from. Okay, that's fine. You want to remove? You can leave. No. The board says you can leave.
Kelly, anybody else? Okay, thank you. I'd like to announce that we had an executive session prior to this public meeting and also on Thursday, October 17th, 2024, to discuss personnel, legal, and safety matters. On to recognitions. Dr. D'Imperio.
Yes, there are two recognitions. First of all, our food providers, Nutrition Inc., they did a very nice job filling the board in with all the various things that they're doing, the variety of things, and they are coming back in December to make a face-to-face presentation. So, let's hear from Nutrition. The board does appreciate this nice handout. I do want to say first that I didn't see on your table in the audience on the principal of the high school and the doctor's table. We're getting students, so I'm hearing about these wonderful things that you're doing, and I'm sure you're here because you're supporting the new assistant principal they went through. And then the interview process. Believe we have the right person.
Congratulations. I'd also like to congratulate one of our intermediate school students, William Koperich, and teacher, Shelley Carrot, for the inclusion in the Chartiers Valley Primary Schools Kids of Steel program into the Heinz History Center's Western Pennsylvania Sports Museum. There's an article today in the Tribune Review. I encourage you to read it. Anything else, Dr. Dean?
No, that was it.
Anything for the solicitor's report? Okay, informational agenda. Anything for Shasta, Mrs. Sexton? Okay, anything, yeah, well, for Pathfinder, Mr. Olinger?
Yes, on the, 23rd, I'm house.
Okay, thank you. AIU 3, Mrs. Trainer? On to the Parkway West Career and Technical Center, Mr. Shore?
Thank you. School is doing parents, so we in-house.
Okay. On to our 2 school board reps from the high school.
finally, next week on
Thank you. Thank you. Moving on to the consent agenda. We have a motion for items 7.2 through 7.5. Motion made by Mr. Olinger. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Chura. Any discussion on this item? I would like to clarify in copying the new student activity from the previous board motion. It should say, may I have a motion on 7.3, may I have a motion to approve the Muslim Student Association Club with the stipulation as stated on December 5th, 2023, that no stipends, expenditures, or remuneration are approved. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion passes. On to action discussion. May I have a motion to approve the updated agreement with Armagus? Motion made by Mr. Montani. May I have a second? Yes. Correct, Beth? So who seconded that? Okay, Ms. Heaney? So that's the discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the Human Resources Report for October 22nd, 2024? Motion made by Mr. Olinger. May I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Heen. Any discussion on this matter? Congratulations again. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The motion passes. We have a motion to pass a resolution authorizing the retention of counsel at no cost to the district to join the action pending at MDL 223-MD-3080 related to the overpricing of insulin. Motion made by Mr. Olinger, second by Mr. Montani. Any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The motion passes. May I have a motion to approve the construction invoices as presented? Motion made by Ms. King, second by Mr. Chora. Any discussion on this item? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The motion passes. I have a motion to add to the agenda or to approve the Pinnacle Data Security Forum for the October 22nd, 2024 Legislative Board meeting. Motion made by Ms. Heen. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Montani. Somebody be able to. So, yeah, go ahead, Beth.
Hi, this is
Yeah, it just, yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The motion passes. On to public comments on non-agenda items. Mr. Oliver.
Did anyone sign up to speak on?
All right. Thank you. Can you all hear me? I feel like, okay, wonderful. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Julie Murphy of 4260 Muirfield Circle and in Presto. And I've been a resident of Chartiers Valley for over 25 years. And my husband and I have raised 4 proud Chartiers Valley graduates.
And a good board member.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate that. I have served on the board for 8 years, faithfully devoted to the success of Chartiers Valley. During those 8 years were marked by some significant accomplishments, notably a construction project of the high school and middle school, $92 million that was delivered on time and on budget. In addition, academically, we achieved an all-time high of students enrolled in AP courses. Also, during these 8 years, we successfully navigated COVID. So I'd say by and large, these 8 years were successful. I share these data points with you because this gives me context and credibility. I've been in your shoes, and I know how challenging the role of being a school director is. With this ongoing superintendent search, I urge you to keep your standards exceptionally high. Chartiers Valley is a school with tremendous potential, and we deserve a superintendent who matches that potential. The most important job you have as a board is managing the superintendent, the entire life cycle, from the search, the hiring, the onboarding, the development, and the performance evaluations of that person. It's the job one for this board. And that's why I encourage you, again, to keep your standards very high. Professionally, I have served as a Chief Human Resources Officer for multiple S&P 500 companies. And I have 40 years of expertise and experience in identifying leaders and onboarding them and helping them successfully be successful and grow. So I would like to offer to the board my support in your search process. This would be completely pro bono and completely objective. You deserve a data-driven, valid, legally defensible, and talent-grounded process. My objectives, as I said, is completely objective, my point of view. I want to ensure that we hire the next superintendent on behalf of our students, our teachers, our administrators, and all of our employees to ensure that we have a superintendent, the right superintendent to lead this amazing school district. Thank you.
Good evening. My name's Matt Swire, 4003 Coast Circle over in Oakdale. Non-agenda item. Back in May, there was an approval for construction concrete work for catch basins at the primary school driveway. Have those been done? It doesn't appear they've been done. If there was an update on that timeline. And another item is, can we have posted somewhere or available for the public to view the term end dates for each of the board members so that's visible for the community? On the current website, it doesn't list when their term's up. So you have to look up when they were elected, calculate that yourself. I think that'd be helpful for the community to know and to plan accordingly. That's about it. And then just my support for the bus drivers. My son takes the bus every day. I know that he's safe. He gets there on time, and I know his driver cares about him. His driver's right over here. Mr. Mike, bus 59. So thank you, and continue to score up our drivers.
Emily Marco, 43 Clairview Drive, Scott Township. I know all of you are sitting physically higher above all of us, community peons down here, but you actually are not any better or have any more authority than we do. I'll wait until you guys want to stop talking while I am. Thanks. Your role is to be transparent and to actually deliberate and actually do the work and explain, regardless of how you personally feel about me or anyone else. You are responsible for being transparent and giving information. I specifically asked for information on 3 different agenda points at the beginning of this meeting, which have been ignored. My taxpayer dollars, along with everyone else's, goes to the cost of paying for a solicitor. And that solicitor's role is to be sure that this board is actually following the law. And you all are coming very close, if not already over, in many instances of breaking the Sunshine Act law. Now, I'm not sure if all of you have gone through your required training as a board member for a school district, but I know you've paid a hefty sum of a membership to it. So I would hope that you all, and I guess I'll just look into that myself since you might not share it, have actually attended the training and are aware of what your duties are. There literally is legal repercussions if you do not follow them. So if you could possibly kindly share some information about what's on the agenda, because you are not deliberating or sharing any information about it. I asked for any information on 7.5, on 8.3, and 8.4. I asked how that would impact the school district, and if you could provide some more details so that the rest of us who don't have whatever information you have on voting for the content, so we understand it, so we know what you're doing. Because quite frankly, the majority of your behaviors and decisions have been behind closed doors and have not been transparent and are quite questionable, including the search for the superintendent. Some of you actually ran on transparency. We've had this discussion before. All of you should be transparent. Thanks.
Good evening. Samantha Folder, 1452 Green Tree Road. I apologize for my voice. My first graders got me sick. I am here tonight to address 3 critical concerns. Number 1, the superintendent search. The ongoing debacle that is our superintendent search is unacceptable. For those of you that aren't in the field of education, let me let you in on a little secret. In southwestern Pennsylvania, education is a small world, and word travels quickly. It's becoming increasingly clear that this board is either unwilling or unable to find a qualified leader for our district. Recent candidates, again, have raised serious red flags. Information that could be discovered with a simple Google search. How is it possible that this board continues to bring forward candidates or individuals who do not meet the basic standards of professionalism and integrity? The lack of transparency and accountability in this process is concerning, and the community deserves better. Number 2, speaking of transparency, lack of transparency. This board's lack of transparency is alarming. Have any of you ever taken the time to watch other school boards operate? There's a noticeable difference in how professional meetings are run elsewhere. Since your last meeting, I've watched 2 other district meetings online, and the contrast is stark. Their board members engage in open discussions so the community can understand their decisions. One president even made a point to say that they always answer questions, even if not during the meeting, via email. Here it seems like this board is more concerned with getting the meeting over as quickly as possible than actually addressing the issues at hand. Rushing through meetings without proper discussion not only shows a lack of transparency, but a lack of respect for the community and the decisions you're making. And finally, busing issues. I suggest you all watch Woodland Hills meeting on YouTube. Their nightmare with outsourced busing should be a wake-up call. Kids are getting lost, drivers are inconsistent, and multiple providers are being used because companies can't staff their routes. This board is considering outsourcing. No reason. I've lost my spot, so I lost my track. Negotiating a fair contract with our ESP workers would resolve, that's the issue at hand. Outsourcing doesn't solve problems, it creates more. This board needs to stop pushing this option and start treating our employees with the respect they deserve. And Mr. Tony is the only reason my son went to school this year. Thank you.
Thomas Rubrich, 352 Vanadium Road, Scott Township. I had some items to note here, but basically everybody else has already mentioned them, and I echo everything that all the previous speakers said. So I'm just going to cut to my last sentence here, was that no one is winning here. Please stop hurting our school district. That's all we ask. And to the gentleman that wanted to know about the board members' terms, see me afterwards. I know off the top of my head when everybody's up for re-election. So.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to announce that our next scheduled board meeting is November 12th, 2024. May I have a motion to adjourn? Certainly.
Here. This is a little bit unrelated to this. I want to say that awesome Veterans Day always on Veterans Day. That's why we ask for Monday, November. Whoever wants to
Okay, motion to adjourn? So moved. Motion made by Mr. Montana. I have a second. Second by Ms. He. All in favor? Have a good evening, everyone. Jeffrey. Yeah.
Thank you very much for speaking. You brought up really good points. And this thing's a joke. don't know what's going on behind closed doors. That's not fair. That's not right.
It's not legally sound.
Yeah. You did this on your own?
Yes, because they refuse to.
They refuse.